is Pratik and Kumar. I met my classmate in WhatsApp. We met him recently. This is another group. We met him recently. Prabhudev gave his number for me in the other group, and his name is Mahesh. Both of us can be recognized. We can say, and both are well grown, and both are doing. He's working for a. He's working in an IT company. I am basically a freelancer in video editing and videography. I run my own company from 2016. Running my own company, and also I run my own automobile company. I have a page on Facebook. I have a latest cars and bike review. We shot everyone I shoot. This month I'll be shooting the Fortuner and the Tata Crowd is coming on January 26th. I'll be shooting everyone. Also I'll be shooting Ultra will be coming second week, and this and the K10 2020 also I'll be shooting shortly. And Mahesh introduce to you in my channel. What about his introduction? If you can tell you.
Hi guys, my name is Mahesh, and I'm a very old friend of, not very old, but a very old classmate of Pratik. We recently met him on social media. After that, we happened to meet on personal. So since he was into all this video making and vlogging stuff, I just called him over. Okay, dude, I do have a very old Santro car. Are you interested in making any sorts of video? I asked him, and he was very happy to come forward. And today here we are with our family car. It's a 2001 Santro Zip Drive. It's almost 20 years old for now, and it's still running good. Apart from small problems, there's anything that's been a problem till now. So here we are.
Basically, we two met in after 11 years. I'm meeting my high school friends. First time I met now. Basically, my other friend is sitting on this car, and we'll be shooting that TS Nitros base for Angel. We shoot it on 18 model, and we'll be shooting is two cycle. We'll be shooting is off-road Decathlon mountain bike. No,
one is a road bike, and the other one will be a mountain bike, MTB. So that we'll talk in detail once we get to the bicycle videos.
When we come back to his house, if time permits, we'll shoot at that videos. We're doing a collab video with my channel. Nissan will build a collab video. I'll be using a GoPro Hero 7 to shoot this interesting timeline videos and quality will be shooting guys for that. He was interested in me to collab with him to my channel for that video. We're here basically, and while driving,
no, I put this. But initially, it was only working with the key. It had central locking. If I had locked with the key, like everything used to lock. If on the driver's side, if I lock it, all the doors would be locked.
It's a manual key.
Yeah, it's a manual key. Yes. After that, I installed this remote lock.
Remember how much it cost?
It costed me around 3,000.
Okay.
It came with 2 years of warranty.
And it came with all the insurance charges or different document.
Yes.
Full insurance charges.
Yes.
You put in JC road.
Yes, everything I put it in JC road.
Okay. And that one will show you. Now start a vehicle. Grab it now. You can see the down part, how powerful it is. It's hot off now, and he's taking out the car. If you don't believe, this is a neat car, this is a well-maintained car, if you can say. Well-maintained car, old model, Zip model car. This is a 2010, this is a smooth car, well-maintained car, no?
It is not that well maintained. You can see it's having a lot of scratches on the bumper.
No, inside it's not well maintained, I'm telling you.
Yeah, inside it's well maintained because
now the first content will be for the first video we'll be shooting out this is a 2001 Santro Zip Drive model. It's a 20-year-old car. About that, what all in this question you wanted to ask, I'll be asking in this question. Basically we'll be taking ownership. Basically this is family car. Most of the time my friend drives his father's car here most of the time in weekends, and I know you're facing after buying this car. Last 3 years you told me this car was bought last 3 years, and in the last years what are the What are problems you are faced with this car? You have been to long rides or short rides, you have been with your family, or you are going alone? What are your problems you are facing in this? Problems you are facing, like minor or major issues you are facing this car till now?
So it's been 3 long years since we owned this car. It was a 2001 Santro. We picked it up from one of our family friends. So it was already done around 50,000 kilometers on the odometer, and we thought, okay, since it's our first car, that shouldn't be a matter. We just bought it for our driving, learning purposes.
Okay.
And it's been aged very gracefully now. It's almost 20 years now. Since still it drives like a charm.
It's very smooth, I tell you.
Very smooth. I wouldn't say smooth to today's standards, but if you have ever experienced today's
future Santro.
The current generation Santro, you wouldn't call this as refined, very refined. But for being a 20-year-old car, it is really refined, I must say. So, talking about the ownership, it has been a very hassle-free experience so far. Even the service center guys, they do a pretty good job. Not anything bad or not something to remember about. Not so great and all, but they are quite okay.
Basically, you are telling you don't give to local mechanic, don't give to showroom people. You are telling this car.
Yes, that's one thing we do, because I don't know any car mechanics near my neighborhood. For a motorcycle, I would give it to my friend mechanic. He's a mechanical friend of mine. But car, I don't have any friends or mechanics in my contacts.
Okay.
So for that very reason, I give it to showroom for all the service and maintenance. And they do pretty good job actually. Since it's a 20-year-old car, you can't expect that much of a performance and all. But whatever is the maintenance, the very periodical maintenance stuff, that's very common, and it's all done. And it would give us a charge about close to 7,000 to 8,000 or maybe 10,000. I don't remember paying per year. That's once in 10,000 or once in a year. The maintenance charges. We don't usually spend too much on this car. Only about 5,000 to 6,000 or even maybe up to 8,000. It depends on the number of spare parts we use. But it usually is a very maintenance friendly car. I've also asked many of people like who own Maruti also.
A Shifter? What Maruti?
Yeah, Maruti. One of my friends has a Maruti Swift. The Desire actually.
Zen you told me.
Yes. Zen is another person, but Desire, it's actually my friend's. So he usually says, the service quality is not up to mark. Since Maruti service centers are always crowded.
Alright, and the spare parts are cheaper also compared to any other car maker can tell.
Even though the spare parts are cheap, if you go to a service center, it will always be crowded, and the mechanics, they don't usually concentrate much on whatever you say, the very delicate problems and all. They usually take a lot of time, or either they ignore most of your problems. It's like Honda Activas. You go to a Honda showroom, like you always see more than 100 Activas lined up for services. It's like street dogs for them. They usually find it a lot every day. More than 100 vehicles you can see. That's the same case with Maruti is what I felt. So my friend is actually getting his car serviced locally. So he's quite happy now.
With local mechanic, I tell you.
Yeah, with a local mechanic. But for me, it was not an issue, because Hyundai usually they do take customer value feedback very seriously, is what I felt. Maybe I'm not wrong. I might be wrong as well, but that's how I felt. So go ahead, Pratik. So this is Euro 2. They used to call it Euro 2 back then.
Basically the BS2 standard.
The BS norms. They used to call it Euro 2.
Okay. Basically Euro 2, Euro 3 is also Euro 3 is a bit BS2 we can tell. Euro 3 is BS2 we can tell. In foreign countries they call it Euro they call it basically in America, UK they call it.
Yes,
India they call.
India usually follows the European standards. So that is what they call.
The same thing. The auto people when they bring RC they tell it's a BS2 vehicle or a BS3 vehicle or a BS2 bike. They mention that they mention an RC car and mention mention. They don't mention a Euro 1, Euro 2, Euro 3 for the vehicles. Similar to vehicles also. And this is a BS2 vehicle. This is a Hyundai Santro. It is run on 50,000 rupees. It is already clocked. And in 50,000, he spent on 8 to 10,000. He spends on the yearly service. He spends on like oil change, all the filters and small nicks of this car. And this is basically his weekend go car basically, can tell, no?
Yes, it's a weekend
family weekend go car.
Family weekend car, and only city runabouts. I don't usually take it on long drives. We only take it to only occasionally weekend rides.
Okay.
And most of the time it will be running inside the city. So it is very easy to have a very small compact size car inside a city, especially in a metro city like ours, the Bengaluru. I mean, it's very hard to find parking spaces, and this has been very convenient to drive in and around every day. It has very decent ground clearance as well. You usually don't get stuck in any potholes.
And any bottom.
Yeah, even any humps and all, you don't get bottom out.
Basically, this car.
So, talking about the specifications of the car, this car runs on a 1000cc inline 4-cylinder. It's a 4-cylinder engine, and it produces around 65 or 68 horsepower. These things I went through on the internet. I'm not sure also.
For that vehicle, it's a very decent car, decent power car, you can say.
Yeah, it's
decent
a very
pickup car.
It's a very decent car. It's a very city-friendly car rather than highway-focused. So I don't even remember the torque number because I read it on the internet and I forgot it.
Okay.
Since I don't have the owner's manual, I don't.
Okay.
I'll ask.
This is all the positive things he is telling on this car.
Yes, so far I'm telling all the positives. We'll come to the negatives once we stop because I have to think.
Okay. And also I've seen lots of youngsters, they buy this car basically for modifying the car. They buy Santro, I've seen. Mostly youngsters, they buy Santro for modifying because when they modify the exhaust in this car, exhaust is good. Existing many modified car exhaust, people think buying a Volt Shift or a Maruti, Honda City, this Type 2 or Type 1 car is good for getting that free for exhaust sound is by good in these old cars. These European 2 or European 3 cars compared to recent 4 or 6 basis cars, what youngsters I have seen like that youngsters I have seen. Now normally you also think same way, no?
So I wouldn't say exactly right because Hyundai Santro is not really meant for its driving dynamics. It's not very when it comes to driver focused car. It's just a car which can take you from point A to point B very comfortably and very easily, not in a hurried manner, not in a you can't expect what to say performance is good, but I would still say the Maruti Suzuki Alto, it's the steering of the Alto is very communicative, very direct, and even I've driven
Maruti Shift also.
Yes, sometimes I did also get a chance to drive the Swift.
What Shift Italy, no?
The old Swift. It's parked over there.
There's a 2006 model Shift Italy.
Yes, I don't know the model numbers, but the very first generation Swift.
It came in 2006. It came.
Yeah, 2006 it came, but that steering it's really good. Hyundais are always what to say, very comfort oriented cars. They usually do not focus on driving dynamics. One of my
around as per the service record, this car is around 78,000 odd.
74,000
something odd you're telling, no?
Yes, 74,000 it has run. Since we bought it, it was only 50,000, and in 3 years we have clocked around 25,000 now.
In this 20 years, this car has clocked around 74,000 odd kilometers, and he bought it in he recently bought this car, no?
3 years ago.
I mean in 2017 you bought it.
Yes, in 2017.
his father bought this car, and he and his father has driven only for weekends. They have driven his car. Many times he just only starts the engine and go for a round. He comes back and stops it. He stops the car, or if that's what he does. And while when he was in 3 years, he must have driven around 20-30,000. He has driven the car. That's
yes, almost 24,000 change.
And then when the car was bought, it was on 50,000 kilometers, 50,000 kilometers.
50,000 kilometers.
Afterwards, running the car, it now records 74,000. It has become modest. And now with the last, and when we tell about in highway, what's the mileage you're getting with this car? Highway in full tank of petrol.
So we usually don't check the mileage and all. We only usually fuel up and we drive it like once the reserve comes, like we again refuel it. And we usually do it. On an average, I believe it is giving around 14 to 16 in cities and mixed conditions. If it is especially on highway, you might expect about 17 to 18. That's
more
only
than
2 to 3 kilometers more than what you usually see on the city limits.
Until it is 3 years of driving your 21 cycle, which all places have gone still with your family members for like gone till now with your family members for
okay, we usually don't go to extreme places. So whatever we have done so far is only about 150 kilometers from here. That's place is known as Adi Chunchandgiri. So we usually go over there like at least once or twice a year. So after that, the highest we have done is MM Hills.
Okay. So comes in my hometown only.
So Malay Mahadeshwara Betta, they call it.
I know. It comes in my hometown only. It comes, sir.
Okay. So we have taken till there.
Okay.
And
then they got to Bear Hills also, no? Down to Bear Hills. There are only Bear Hills.
Bear Hills? No. We haven't taken it. I've gone on my bike, but we haven't taken this car.
Gone to Mysore in a car?
Yeah, Mysore we do a lot. Mysore-Bangalore trips we have done a lot of times.
Okay. In this 3 years, there's a count on it totally.
Yeah, very because
often totally.
Very often we have been driving there, and the roads are one of the worst roads you would find, especially on a weekend, on a Saturday.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Other than this, which all other you have done, short trips in different city have gone. Like weekends have done in car. The family weekends have gone.
Weekend drives. Usually we go to Hassan Highway.
Okay.
So I've been there a lot of times because since the road is very good, I usually gravitate towards the Hassan Highway rather than simply going and coming to Mysore Road. I hate that road.
Okay, heavy no center. So have you gone to Kolar anytime?
No, I've been to Kolar, but not on this car.
On bike.
Only on bike.
Friends have gone.
Yes. So far I like the Hassan Highway road.
Okay.
So I usually go there, just relax.
Then have you stopped in the Kicha restaurant in Hassan? I mean, have you eaten in Kicha restaurant in Hassan? Famous restaurant. So Kicha restaurant is there in Hassan.
Okay.
Famous,
but we usually
basically you stop.
I usually stop for only teas at the roadside.
Okay.
I have not been to any hotels or restaurants yet. I also have a friend of mine in Hassan, but he's also in Bangalore, so don't know the place Hassan very much.
Okay. Basically, you go for a weekend that you go and you come back. Sir. In Hassan, where you go? So you go sightseeing, you go somewhere, or you just go to Hassan Highway, you go and you just come back. Definitely.
Just go to Hassan Highway, come back. Maybe Chikmagalur Road.
Okay.
So
Chikmagalur you have gone.
So Chikmagalur Road, because it will be very cool, calm. The weather will be pleasant. So it will be good for ideal driving days. So what I would say with this car is, this doesn't come with an ABS. In 2001,
I know.
2001 people never really heard of ABS, I believe.
I know.
And this car definitely don't have one.
And this car doesn't have an airbus. It doesn't have airbags also on an ABS also.
So like they say, no ABS, no airbags. We die like real men.
No EBD also such.
No electronics, nothing.
Nothing. It's a
this
simple
is a pure simple car.
It's just a city driving car, you can say, basically.
Yeah, basically fit for driving inside the city.
Extra.
So that's a Gypsy.
An extra was standing there.
Okay. So I would say this is a very good beginner's car. But not to extreme driving. So if you want safe car and all, you definitely have to look for a car which has an ABS and airbags at least.
You must. And the next question is.
And I don't know about the other electronics, how important it is, but I would say at least an ABS and airbag, at least it will save you in a mishappening condition, because you might not know how much ever safe you are, the opponent will not be that much safe, I believe.
This is the AC which is talking about.
Yes.
This is a manual AC which comes with an air blower. This is a exam AC and go up to 3 more AC. So 3 more AC has a blower and
also comes with a heater actually. Heater function.
And the music system doesn't come with a music system with this card. It's installed outside, I think. So might be music system doesn't come with the card, card.
So I don't know how it came, but the previous owner also had fitted with amplifier, equalizer, as well as subwoofers.
Okay. Basically, he loves music in high loud music, but he had put that features, I think.
So since I've done nothing, literally nothing apart from adding 2 fog lights in the front.
White color actually.
Yeah, the auxiliary lights, not even fog lights. Those are some.
Both are same only.
Yeah, both are same. But
Sancho would come with very basic hardtop plastic dashboard, you can say. Where people could keep items there, and you can that's a analog speedometer of this car. Very basic, as a temperature meter, normal speedometer, and then fuel gauge system.
Fuel gauge, that's all.
And
it only has one trip meter.
Trip meter and one odometer.
Yes, only one odometer in every car, but trip meter is only one. What is missing is the tachometer.
And this car has a 5-speed gearbox in that time. Almost all the cars will come with 5-speed gear. But people know Santo for so many generations. Santo has loved the people and the people.
Santro was famous only for its tall body design.
And the family use. You can see.
So it has a lot of headroom and all.
After I'll show you I'll make a walkthrough after Santo. I'll show you when I reach his house. No?
At the time when the cars like Alto and
good for legroom and tall height people basically. No?
Yes.
Legroom. You can see my friend height is 5.9. No?
Yeah, I'm about 5'8".
And you can see his steering wheel and his legroom. You see how much different space here. That much legroom you can
still have a lot of space to move around.
How much erect he is standing near the seat to the driving seat, you can see his focus. And then you have to see very complicated. You should put it like back.
Yeah, it's a power steering. This was one of the very first cars in India to come with.
Very few cars in Indian made. Honda City had a power steering in that time.
No, only sedans used to come with power steering, but this was the very first small car to come with power steering.
Okay,
so he usually struggles.
That was the first generation one, no?
Yes, the first gen, not the first gen, but he said that it is 1998 or 1999.
This is a feasible of Hyundai Sentra, and after first gen Hyundai Sentra was there. Zip model was then one model was there before this thing. When Hyundai released in the first launch, that car was running that time might be.
Okay.
And so if you first, it's very spacious legroom car. It is in Santo, you can tell.
So this is very comfortable for city drive and very light clutch, very light steering. You can easily drive. And visibility is very good actually, because since it's a very tall boy design, so the visibility is excellent, I would say.
And you can see his speed is 5.8. Still there is 3 inches more space there for around 6.2 can accommodate. With my height is 6 feet. When I sat also, there was no space. There was no complaining about the space issue. When I'm driving this car, because how much space in the seat, you can see that much space you can see. And what's the top speed achieved in this car till date?
So far, it's not a good machine for top speed or not, but once I did take it to 120. Okay. Almost 120. Since it's a analog speedometer, I wouldn't say it was that much accurate.
Okay.
But the car vibrates a lot, especially the dashboard and all. It will make a weird noise if I go above 100. The regular speeds to maintain in this car will be around 70 to 80. So that will be the max. Especially if your car is fully loaded, it's not safe to go in the top speeds.
In 120, how was the braking power and control? How was the braking at 120 speed as per
the brakes usually fade a lot.
Fade?
Yes.
Fade or fade at
Fade. F-A-D-E, fade. The brakes fade. If you're doing slow speeds, it's very good. You get the good
70-80, you're telling it.
Yeah, in 70 to 80, if you brake carefully, it is very decent. It is very good actually.
But people complain higher the speed braking is problem in Santo basically.
Yes, if you reach high speeds and all, it's not that great.
Okay.
And you might have a bad feeling also.
Unless parked or in your place car. And we'll continue here stuff now.
So please do whatever the YouTube rituals are there. Please support Pratik for this.
And to talk about the tyres of car, how to change the tyres of the stock, or is it a stock which the owner has put that is using for this car, or how is the tyres without the tyres of this car?
So in terms of tires, we haven't changed it yet. It's almost gone now. We are about to change the tires. So what I saw, it was 13 inch.
Okay, kids for coming here in horn for that.
So it is a 13-inch wheel diameter.
Wheel base.
The tire size and all, once I get down the car, I'll read out. I forgot
nothing. The tires still are not a change. It's fair to telling. The grip is not there, telling tires, no? Yeah,
the tire is almost lost its grip.
And for that is very careful.
So since it's lockdown time, we didn't use the car so much.
Oftenly.
So since it is now 2021, we are planning to change the tires, and we are also planning to change the car also.
For that, is telling to keep it still in there. Still in confusing to change a tire or give the car still, you're telling that?
No, either. It is always good to change the tires.
Tires, if you're having in because when tires are folded up, braking, matching the issue is the braking. When braking car, for any braking tires for any brand new tire, braking after new tire, the brake will be much stiffer and sticks to the road and brakes will be beautiful. And then when the tires are worn out, is telling the brakes issue, brake issue is there, and somebody it may. Skidding also will happen often, you're telling us.
Yes, it will be very slippery, especially in rains and all.
Have you felt in the rain? How you felt this kind of rainy season? How did the tires for your company anything in rainy season that I forgot?
I usually keep it in very low speeds since it's a very old car. I usually keep it in very controlled speed limits.
Okay.
So once I did face a issue, like it was a very dark also, and it was very drizzling and raining.
Heavily
rained and it stopped actually.
Okay.
So it was very dark also. I couldn't notice a speed bumper ahead of me. I panically braked and I almost was fishtailed in a highway.
Not visible.
Yeah, it wasn't visible. So I almost got it fishtailed. Since it was very late, there wasn't any traffic behind me, so that saved me. But I wouldn't recommend. So I wouldn't recommend taking this to high speeds. For only city runabouts, this is one of the best cars.
And last that is going down now. Last one for what else spare parts option until major spare part in servicing in this 3 years of time usage of this car.
Okay, so I usually in every services I change the air filter, oil filter, and the engine oil, and sometimes I also change the wiper blades.
It's common. It is common.
Yeah, it's a very common thing. But the service center guys told me in the next service I'll have to change my brake pads.
Okay.
But I don't know the cost of it. But usually,
actually, it's very for the such car, it's much cheaper.
It should be cheaper, but usually it's not like bikes and all. Every once in 2000 or 3000, the bikes it fades out a lot, and even the bikes brake pads are.
Display
yes.
And that's a drum brake.
The rear we have a drum brake in this.
All for a jump brake like this.
Yes. So usually the engine oil regular costs only whatever the thing is.
And how much do you change engine oil in this car? Engine oil, converter change engine oil.
It is recommended to change once in 10,000.
Okay.
But I usually do it once I clock 9,000. I'll give it for a service.
So which service do you give me?
I give it to Advait Hyundai. It's in Industrial Estate, Rajaji Nagar. Yes.
So much for you go and come back.
By using this mirror and side extension mirrors.
Mirrors right and left.
Yes. And one thing I have added onto the mirrors is that blind spot mirrors.
I know that.
So that's because
you can see in the back the shift car. You can always see the shift car back of you and you can park.
So why have I added that? I don't know.
Santro. This is Honda Santro. Santro zip drive model, and this is a 2001 model. No?
Yes, it is a 2001. They used to call it Santro GS. The variant was. It says Euro 2.
Is it what is the top model or mid-range?
The owner told me it is top but one model.
Okay, basically.
Not.
Okay. And this is the black white car. You can see the market has a scratch. This is not a 5 mud car. These are the middle market basically.
Since we both were, me and my father were learning to drive.
And this is the tail light. This is another one tail light. This is the tail light. This is the reverse. Without model. This is a DS2 vehicle model. You can say. DS model. This comes with a rear wiper. This comes with a rear wiper. This doesn't have a defogger, no? It has a defogger.
Yes, it has a defogger.
Defogger with a rear wiper.
Yeah, defogger with
rear wiper. And you can see the tail light. And this vehicle comes around 35 liters fuel tank, might be.
Might be, I
30 to 40 liters might be.
I'm not sure about it.
And he always puts for 1000 rupees, 1050 fuel for. And it's a very fuel tank guy. This is the sign of this fuel tank. Fun given a fuel tank vehicle can say. And this is the tire condition. This is the tire condition. Little bit you can say little bit life is in the tires you can say. This is the back side. The life is there. Life is there. It's not fully it's not tire not fair still. This is the 30-inch tire. This is the commuter tire now.
Yes, it is a commuter.
What has changed the one for the tires?
After we bought it, we actually he said it was recently changed.
Okay.
Now it's up for a change.
And he has put a Bridgestone tire. Bridgestone tire 30-inch tire. 30-inch tire. And you can see that he has opened the car.
Which one?
This one.
This is the roll-up for window.
Roll-up in the older car, you will see in Maruti 800's Zen ST model with Fiat was coming. That was Sancho came with. And this is a manual thing. Stock seats, no?
Yeah, these are the stock seats, and the previous owner had put with the leather upholsteries.
Upholstery.
So it came with a red and black contrast stitching.
It's a modified seat, not a stock seat you can say.
Yes.
So for comfort, very liquid feels you can wipe it properly for that you put these seats I think.
Yeah, these are leather seats.
And you can see,
properly done
and still it's not toned still you tell you know.
Yes, they are of good quality. I don't know where it was fixed.
You can see it has a ziplock is filled. Like all the Tata Indica came with the ziplock cover with complete fitted. No, the other data has got how much people can sit complete? That's 3 adults can sit around there.
2 adults very comfortably along with a kid, but not 3 adults is what I felt.
And then you sit and see will show. Just fix the house like nice, no?
So legroom, I would say not. Just about adequate.
He's around 5'8".
5'8". Yes, 5'8".
You can see
and I would say
leg you can see there's no space for leg also.
One seat is fully front. Like this is the legroom I would get.
And the height is decent. For
height is good enough
for 6 foot arm can put yes. 6.2 we can see arm decent.
It's good enough for a 6-footer also. And under thigh support is also good, but not the best.
And when compared to 800 or Zen Italy.
Yes, when it comes when compared to Zen or 800s, this is really good, I would say.
Because basically Santa was called as a tall big car and a comfortable spacious car basically called Santa was called. Yes. That's how owned and marketed its company are basically for. You can say.
Yes.
And then come out in passenger seat is showing now the same person is sitting, which is 5 foot 8 foot 5. Now how are we feeling in front in the passenger seat?
So this is usually my driving seat, driving position, and I'm really comfortable, I would say. And even the seat has very good
the
side support also.
Side and leg room also.
Yes, the leg room is excellent, and
you can see the height also very good. You can see. Still 6'2" people can sit in this car, the driver seat also, the passenger seat also.
And getting in and out of the car is very easy. No need to squat a lot.
It's good for this car. This is what is quality of it.
Tweeters.
For tweeters you can see that. And only one thing is that put a mobile holder and the the car charger. Yes, put in a music system was been modified with the first one modified. Here auxiliary cable over you know.
Auxiliary cable
and something actually the machine had put together, you know. This
equalizer. There was an equalizer and amplifier. I removed it.
And only display is there and the system is there.
Yes, only the speakers
are. In this car, ACs are working. As a combination, all the sound I might feel. My company
usually air conditioners don't fail, but in our car it's a problem.
And you can see how spacious the car is. You can see this. So at the same time, you can see the roof also. It's a hard solid roof you can see. And I'll show you the front position of this car now. The side, these are the Honda Santa taken the mirror that time. The time will address the extended. And the came with indicator light, came with a dual visor.
We put it.
And this is the engine there. What's the liter of engine?
1000 cc
engine. This is not a bad you can say. It's a non-turbo engine.
Yes, it's a non-turbo engine. And whatever the dust you are seeing here, it's raw tobacco. Since we park this car on the roadside, we have a rodent issue.
And also yes, cover for a safer scratches also.
Yes.
And you can see this is a new battery.
Yes, it's a new battery.
Battery.
No. We changed it.
Changed it. In showroom we changed it, no?
We changed it in a Amron showroom actually.
Service center only.
Yes, Amazon, not Amron service center.
Engine, what parts are in engine till now? Nothing else in engine.
Till date, we haven't touched anything in the engine. Apart from the engine oil, we change it regularly.
So sorry for that, all the first engine he has maintained it all, no?
Yes, yes.
And which engine you prefer? Car you prefer engine of this type? You prefer this? Engine
twice we did put with Shell engine oil. But most of the time we go with whatever the showroom guys put it.
What's the W you prefer? Is 20W or how much that engine you prefer this car?
That I'm not sure with the engine oil grade.
Okay. And you can see there is a new battery. And correct.
Yes. What I remember is the air filter is here.
Air filter has been changed.
So this will be changed very regularly.
At how many kilometers?
At every periodical maintenance service.
And then for every 10,000 you have to change the filter.
Or once in a year, whichever is earlier.
Which one's earlier?
Yes.
And then I think the headlight has been replaced.
Yes, we recently changed both of the headlights because it was having a lot of.
How much does it cost the headlights for your showroom?
So it costed me around 2,400 per side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Per 6,000, no?
Yes.
6,000.
For a pair, it would be like 5,000 to 5,000.
500, 600 cost you.
Yes.
You can see, I mean, normally this age car, not the headlight also, but it's like yes, then how much?
So why we got the new one? Because the older one was very shaded. It was yellowish
and you could not see the vehicle also.
Yes, I couldn't see anything.
And how is the night driving this car? How is the dipping of lights
also?
This car doesn't have a fog lights, no?
No, it came with the fog lights also.
And it's a brand new one, I tell you, no?
Yes, but since I changed this headlights, I also changed the pair of fog lights.
How much did this cost?
This costed me like 2,000, maybe 3,000 for a pair.
And how much is that?
And this auxiliary lights. So these auxiliary lights.
Yes. Then that's the phone. Very decent phone that they have. It was a communicated phone at the end of we have. Show the main light of this car. How the main light will difference of this car main light. You can see the main light. I think it comes when you start the engine in the after 10 p.m. You may see the display of this light at this.
Yeah, I believe it's already on. This is the headlight. Since it's a daytime, we are not able to see properly.
But you can see that is very powerful. Because powerful. And if there is diesel, it comes until you can see the displacement comes until display comes only here. You can see decent light.
These auxiliary lights are very cheap. I bought it from Amazon for just 170 rupees.
For pair.
For a pair driver seat, I would say there's nothing much to be done. We are Indians, right?
For the panel back panel has put that.
No, this is for only like we usually go with Indian mindset. So this is only for the beaded thing.
So yes, you purchased this one, no?
Yes, I bought this from Amazon. I bought a pair, but the another one was very cheap quality. One tone and only one is remaining.
And you put a seat was there in the front, and
I put this leather wrap for the steering. Yes.
And then I think
I've also added this rain visors.
Rain visor. This is how much it costs for you.
So I went to JC Road for putting. So far, I don't have any issues with the gearbox or engine. That's it.
Because mainly this one car I've seen people complaining about rattles in the engine and the gearbox in the Santros. But this car I didn't find any gearbox. And I put it first instantly this car had good pickup with that.
That might be the reason it is in this condition.
Okay.
So I don't know about the
And that's a Hyundai stated mirror we can say. All the Hyundai and the computer period mirrors actually.
Okay.
New Hyundai Bangalore also we have seen.
It is of not that much of a use because it is not wide enough.
Because while parking you may hit under
Yes,
the car.
while parking it is not very
Because
useful.
just like you saw it, you were seeing that you have seen the hotel, you know?
Yes.
While parking. This is very.
Usually the mirrors should be wide enough, but it is
This
very
is
parallel
okay.
in shape.
It's been a 5-seater car, and how much is the boot space of this car? Boot space?
Boot space, I don't know the exact.
Okay. It's a very spacious.
So this is my car cover.
I think so. We can only put two luggage. We can put one big suitcase and one small suitcase.
Compared to Zen and all, it is very
And
spacious.
here an ampere fitted here. Here a speaker fitted here.
There was a subwoofer,
Suppose fitted here.
so I have removed it.
Remote. And that space is okay. And the stepney is below the stepney.
Yes, the spare wheel is under the mat.
Have you used the stepney in any?
Not yet.
This is the brand new stepney.
So it is a old tire.
You see.
It's almost lost its
This is
age.
the seat tire.
Yes,
And
it's a
all
seat.
the other distant tire.
Yes, this is the stepney wheel, and we haven't used it yet.
You can see how clean you can see that boot of the car of the
So that's a very old tire. So we'll have to change totally 5
I
sets.
think so it might cost you around will cost around might be around 20% might be cost it.
Okay.
We'll go to Jaypura because the format just for all three side it cost you around 11,000 it cost just for to change all three types. For this it might be lesser. I think go to Jaypura.
So once I go to change, I'll have to change all 5 tires, including the stepney.
What do you go? I am not a shop. You go to Manish Types. Ask me Manish Types.
Okay.
He'll be good. You also have independent types like Kenda also. For
Okay.
grip. You just go and you tell me after you come to the main. He'll put on.